What is going on, guys? It's Panda here, and we are back for some more Katawa Shoujo, and today I am drinking iced coffee. That's right, motherfuckers, because that's how we do. That's how we do! Yeah! And, I would say within maybe 5 minutes of me doing this commentary that, this iced coffee is just going to end up being straight coffee. And I'm not even kidding, that was my phone that made that funny noise, sorry, I forgot to put it on silent. Because the reason for that being, it is hot as balls right now. It's not even funny. It is honest. I've got both of my windows open. I have, well, I don't have a fan going, but it's sort of out in the hallway, so it's kind of blowing into my room, but nevertheless, it's hot as balls in here right now, and I'm cooking up. Whew. So, you can thank me later for doing this in such treacherous weathers. That I, still do it. Just for you guys. For the viewers. So, let's get things started before I die of dehydration. Something tells me iced coffee is probably not the best thing to have when it's very hot. I don't know, maybe I should be having something like water? That's a good idea, but no, fuck that. Fuck logic. Alright. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my timer on my phone. God damn it, I'm never prepared. Never! Okay, there we go. I had trouble getting to sleep that night, so the next morning finds me exceptionally groggy. I briefly considered skipping class, but remind myself that I was supposed to be a stronger person now. I am a stronger man. Stronger! I get up like a good boy and put on my uniform. There's a good boy. Then make my way to the main school building without eating breakfast. That's not a good boy. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. That's right. You heard me. I sit in my seat in classroom 3-3, waving and greeting to Misha and Shizoon like I do every morning, and let the day wash over me. Whew. That was supposed to sound like the day washing over you. Okay, never mind. The afternoon classes are always longer than those in the morning. This is true regardless of whether I count it by the minute or by the number of doodles drawn in my notebook. Thankfully, that was doodles, not diddles. Because, by the number of doodles drawn in his notebooks, I'd be concerned with my poor boy, Hisao here. Whether he should end up going to an all-boys school or something. Today I'm especially distracted. I keep thinking about Rin. Did I manage to properly tell her that I want to get better? Does she understand a word of what I was saying? Oh, that's right. We had a little sort of bit of an intimate session going on last time. I think about the kiss we shared and what it means. She was so out of her mind. Maybe it means nothing, but we've been getting closer lately. What does that mean? She was all hopped up on drugs. What do you expect? If I was hopped up on drugs, I'd kiss you too, Hisao. I mean, what? You didn't hear that? Oh, I have to say this drink was a good choice. Regardless of how hot it is, this drink was a good choice. I think about Rin more and more nowadays. I wonder if she thinks about me. Such a typical school crush sort of thought process there. I think about her. I wonder if she thinks about me. The ringing of bells makes me flinch, and then realise that I haven't been paying attention during the later half of class at all. See, I'm the opposite way around. I can usually pay attention to shit that's going on in the afternoon pretty well, but in the morning, hell no. You have not got my attention whatsoever. No matter what you say, if you walk out to this hallway, which is about 2 meters away from me, I will give you 1 million New Zealand dollars straight up front, right here, right now. I will do it. I wouldn't have hurt you. I'm not a morning person. I hate mornings. If you wake me up, if you are the person to wake me up in the morning, I will murder you. There's no doubt about it. Keep that in mind next time you sleep with me. You wake me up in the morning, I will murder you. And I know that's going to happen, you and me, sleeping. Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Yeah. I look at the assortment of sketches travelling up and down the margins of my notebook, the only thing I got done in the last hour. Feeling vaguely disappointed in myself, I pack up and get to the hallway. Hey, Rin, what's happening? Rin is standing right outside the door, her presence stopping me in my tracks as soon as I spot her. Her posture is relaxed as always, but I suddenly feel like I just ate a crowbar. Well, it depends. I mean, has the crowbar already been melted down so that it sort of just slides down your throat? Or, you know, have you still got the two sharp, jagged edges at both ends? I mean, because you've obviously got the hook end at one end, which is going to be very painful going down your throat. That is, of course, if you can actually get the crowbar down your throat for starters. Or, you know, I think he's lying, because I don't think it's actually possible to get a crowbar down your throat, let alone into your stomach, to be digested. And I don't think your digestive system could actually digest... I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm having a hard time eating her gaze. I'm having a hard time understanding what the hell you're talking about. She doesn't seem to have any trouble looking at me, but those dark eyes are making me feel flustered for no reason. Aww. I can feel this milk starting to curdle already. It's hard to look straight at her, so I turn my face away a little. I don't know what one should say in this kind of situation. Hey would probably be a good start. No, that's usually what people say at the start of social... Yeah, I don't know. Then again, I really know what to say to Rin to any given situation. Hi. Hello. I try to get rid of the awkwardness in my voice and invoke a more natural way of speaking. I suddenly worry about where I should put my hands. It feels like they're in the way somehow. Oh, I've been in that situation before. You feel like, the fuck? What am I supposed to do with these hands? They're in the way. I put them in my pocket. No! They don't go in there. Ah! How are you feeling? You were pretty out of it yesterday. I'm okay. What do you mean yesterday? You don't remember? She tilts her head to slide like a bird, looking somewhat confused. No? Remember what? I have a pretty bad memory. About yesterday? What about yesterday? I came to see you and I don't remember that kind of thing happening. She really doesn't remember? I think she's lying. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel disheartened all the same. I remember that I promised to show you one place, so did that happen for real? Maybe I just think I remember that and I really don't. No, that was real too. Okay, do you want to go? Now? Yeah. Oh, sure, why not? Is it far? It's not. Okay. Together we walk downstairs and then outside. The usual summer day, wearing cicadas and all. Wearing? Greets us. It's immensely hot. I know how you feel, Hisao. I know how you feel. It is hot as balls. You should say it, because I know you're thinking it. And without the air conditioning in the classroom offer, I start sweating immediately. That's what I started doing when I was about to start commentating. Man, we start along the tree-lined pathway that leads towards the dorms. Oh, we're going to the dorms. The cherry trees offer shade, with the sunlight blinking through the holes in the canopy. The light creates a chaotic pattern of shadows, dappled with bright places where the beams hit the pavement. That was very descriptive imagery. Rin's eyes are wandering in every direction but mine. I get the feeling that it's intentional. She leads me to the back gate once again. Oh god, she's gonna rape us. Taking us through it and into the forest beyond. As before, the dropping temperature and the drastically reduced levels of light make it feel like the forest is swallowing us into a cavernous belly. We head up, I swear this looks like a mountain bike track, along the same path as last time. snaking around trees and boulders, over roots and rocks, past wild undergrowth, birds sing somewhere in the woods, soloist for the humming background music of the treetops. That was me being a bird. Was it good? It was good, wasn't it? We go past the small clearing with the big maple that is now called the worry tree. The climb steepens, then becomes easier again. I'm scared. Wait, we were here before! I have to stop a few times to catch my breath, then hurry after Rin, who doesn't stop to wait for me. Hey! Rin! Wait up! Hang on, just... Rin! Oh fuck, now she's gone. Rin! It gets dark and I see no one around me. I'm scared. This is suddenly turning into like a horror story. I turn around and see Slender Man. Yeah! Soon, I'm out of breath again. Suddenly the trees end and we emerge from the forest. The boundary of the woods is sharp and abrupt, as though a line had been drawn to mark it. The hill continues to climb up a little further ahead, but from here to the top it's a rocky meadow, patches of grass and small bushes that look like they are growing straight from the rock. We soon reach the highest point, with the forest behind us and the view to every direction opening in front of our eyes. The city lies far below and away, lazily revealing in the quiet afternoon mood. You can see pretty far from here, and the vista is beautiful. I wonder how high up we are. I breathe the fresh air and feel my heart rate slowly going back down. I think I might have overdone it a bit. A higher pulse is dangerous for me. I'm feeling fine right now though. The wind picks up, ruffling my hair and causing the trees below us to sway. It makes the grass undulate in waves as the breeze sweeps across the hilltop. Sun shines from the open skies upon us, a few cloudy passing by to shadow it. What was painful heat before is now a gentle warmth. I take a good look around. The hilltop is pretty in the way nature often is, unplanned harmony found in the natural arrangement of things. The most striking feature is the abundance of small yellow flowers. They're literally everywhere in this small meadow. I can't help commenting on it. Wow, a lot of flowers. Yeah, do you know this kind? They will fly away. Yeah, dandelions. There are not many of them at the school because they cut the grass so often. Nobody cuts grass up here. The fragile looking flowers will soon turn white and flutter like cotton. Fluffy like cotton. Oh, I know those ones. And the wind will carry their seeds away. I crouch down to look at one tiny yellow flower, silently basking in the sunlight. There's not a hint of white yet, so it's still waiting for its time to be fulfilled. I brush my fingers against the delicate yellow petals. Feel the soft texture in my fingertips. This is starting to sound a bit gay. It feels nostalgic somehow. I hear Rin approaching from behind and stand back up to face her. She has a weird look on her face. Something on your mind? I don't know, it's just... You just look so sad all the time and become upset so easily, and it makes me confused, and I really don't remember much about yesterday, except that you came to my room, and that's what it might be because of. If it might be because of you think... I don't know why. It's because people don't really like talking to me about my... You know, the same thing that would be in the Saturday Night... Fuck! And I'm talking about other than Emmy too. Always seems strange that I talk to strange things I would try... Oh my god! Not to say strange things, but that makes me think more and use... Oh! This is hard! It was strange and colourful, that was a good word, but maybe you'd understand. Anyway, the odd thing, so if I want to say something I don't really know how, then the words are not the same as the thoughts, because something goes wrong on the way out, but it's not like the thoughts are really the thing I should be saying, it's more like the idea of the thought of the feeling. or the idea of the feeling, but it's not really any of those either because there is no word for it unless I invent a new one, which is not really useful. So I've been thinking of doing it. The thing is better than saying it's a mood because yesterday I took those pills and I was feeling strange and I might have done something that I shouldn't besides even and I would have been better if I could just say I thought there was no telepathy. That's real telepathy, isn't there? I think it'd be terrible and useful all the same right now. I wouldn't mind because misunderstanding is so easy, but understanding is not. And I thought I grasp her shoulder and squeeze hard to make her stop. I don't have the capacity to take it in all at once. Oh my god! Whew! Oh, that was tough work. Rin shuts up instantly. I need a drink. Take a breath. I'm not upset. Why would I be? I'm just a little confused, but it's alright. My god. I wonder if I was making a face she doesn't like again. I guess I've been thinking about yesterday all the time. Maybe I looked weird. I wish I had a mirror with me at all times. No need to get it all said at once. I listen even if you talk slower. It just came out. Sorry. I'm okay now. I just wanted to say something. I didn't mean that much. It's weird, isn't it? She looks at me with a surprisingly timid expression. One that I haven't seen before. I can't help but laugh a little. Yeah, it's weird. You're a pretty weird person, but there's nothing wrong with that. To each their own. Ding, ding, ding. Thanks for being worried about me, but I'm going to get better. Oh, this is the sad music. I told you that yesterday, but I guess you don't. See? There it is. I don't remember that either. I don't. I wonder what else I forgot. Hopefully nothing important like my own name. That'd be terrible. Well, you kissed me. I did? Yeah, you did. On the lips. I try to sound as matter of fact as I can, but I worry that I might be blushing again. Did you kick me? No, why would I do that? Then it's all good, right? It's okay, right? I didn't forget my name. Yeah, it's okay. I wish I was more suave so that I could come up with a better follow-up to that, but nothing comes to mind. It's a good thing that Rin has more to say. It makes me feel relieved somehow. I think I should say sorry. I'm really bad with people. Some things are hard to understand, like jellyfish. Do you understand jellyfish? Rin, I don't understand you. Not as far as things go. I guess not. People are like jellyfish to me. I don't understand. Rin, there is just... oh, I don't know. Now it's her turn to make a face I don't really like seeing. I've never really had friends. Aww. Oh, that is so sad. I'm genuinely feeling remorseful for it. Aww, what about me? What about Emmy? What about me? What? Yeah? Shit, I better save. Better save just in case. Well, what about me? Nah, I'm your friend, for one. I mean, think about it. We already talk a lot to each other, and we've even gotten upset at each other and then forgiven the other for it. That's why they call it friendship. It's really nice of you to say that. Oh, you see a smile on that dial. I've always been able to tell everything to pencils and paints and paper. They are my best friends. It is harder with people. I have to use words. That is hard for me. Yeah, I know, you told me. About how you forget. Rin nods at me wordlessly, and I dare to attempt showing her a little encouraging smile. I hope I do it properly. She doesn't reply in any way. I don't like this music. It's very saddening. Makes me want to cry. I feel really glad. The distance Rin puts between herself and everything else has made me feel really uneasy ever since I met her. If we become real friends, I'm sure I could understand her more. Should wait for that music to build up. There you go. I'm sure that this way we can close the gap of understanding between us. My thoughts don't transmit to Rin. Shut up, phone. Don't need you right now. She seems lost deep in thought, wandering amidst the sea of yellow flowers, covering the grassy hilltop. It's just as well. Oh, it's getting a bit... Time passes, the breeze making the taller grass sway gently in the time with the wind. Rin hums a little song to herself so quietly that I can tell what it is, if it's even anything at all. A stronger gust sweeps over the hilltop and the sound of the trees and the wind buries the song away. This would be a fantastic place to sleep. If you know what I mean. Sleep. Yes. Sleep. I check my watch, more out of habit more than anything else. It's 4:30 right now on this Saturday afternoon. On this beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's actually Sunday here. Get it right. God. Rin looks into the distant horizon with that odd blank stare of hers, as if she were looking at nothing at all. Her pupils are darkening quite like a pair of deep, still ponds. I think I'm going to quit the art club. I realised it when we had that argument last week. It was a good thing I tried it, but it's just not my thing, you know. I had more fun getting to know you than actually doing the art stuff in there. But I want to stay as your friend. Would that be alright? Sure. It was getting pretty creepy anyway with you staring at me all the time. Her comment makes me fluster immediately, but I manage to reply. Sorry about that. It's okay, I'm used to it. You're not the first person who likes to see me pain. Are you going to do some other thing? I don't know. Probably not. You are going to become better, right? Sure. Me too. You know, I'm going to talk to that friend of the teacher and ask her to put my stuff in her place and work hard to get all that done. That's what I like to hear, Rin. See? It all works out in the end. I decided that just now, you know, but I think I knew it all along. I've had this feeling for a long time now that I am going to change. Even if I hate it and I don't want it, even if I wanted to, I would change. Like I am not enough the way I am. I think this could be a good way to do it because it's like a straight line. Like I've learned all the things in my life so far just for this. It's just art, and it's the only thing I really know. I know what I'm going to do, so it's good. I'm not afraid at all. I feel like I always do. Is that weird? No, not at all. I close my eyes and give in to the irresistible sensation that has been growing inside me all week long. Jesus, what are you gonna do? That sounds really dirty. Even though it's most likely only a kiss or a hug, but hey, that sounds extremely dirty. You know, I consider... Actually, I shouldn't ruin the situation here. I float up towards the surface of my own life. The pressure of being underwater slowly diminishes, the weightless sensation becomes stronger. I break the surface of the water, lifting my head into the sunlight and inhale deeply, breathing the fresh air in as if for the first time in a long time. Long while. My lungs filled with oxygen and I opened my eyes to see Rin's peaceful, determined face. I don't even know what just happened. We walked down the slope carefully and slowly to avoid falling down. Rin in the lead and me a few steps behind. Rin surely can do this. Even if she can't, she's going to pull through. She's going to pull something soon. I'm sure that I can keep my head above water too from now on. I see no water! All these hypothetical statements and whatnot, god damn it. The sun sets behind our backs, setting the world ablaze in its orange glow. I keep watching the back of the red-headed girl descending the path a few steps ahead of me. If it's only this much, this distance between us is definitely within my reach. Huh. Act 3. Distance. Mattel, what's up? What's up? I asked you a question, Nakai. I shake my head to fend off the dazedness. The teacher's looking at me as is everyone else in the class. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You don't own up to that. What's the difference? What's the difference? Oh, fuck. After the big fucking spiel with Rin before, I don't think I can hold a whole sentence together now. What's the distance between... Never mind. Different question. Why are you here, in this class? To, learn about physics? Yes, well, no, but that's the answer I wanted to hear. To acquire knowledge is the secondary reason for you being in the school. The primary one is to learn the rules of society, the norms and ethics that govern your everyday life. You don't come to school for the classes, you come to interact with the other people there, your classmates who are your equals and the teachers who are your superiors. You learn how to form social contracts and maintain them, in other words, how to be a part of society. I completely forgot about that last bit. The school itself is a microcosm of the entire society. Lockie was the one who realised that, you know, school's not just a place for learning, and of all the kids your age, you guys should know that better than anyone else. He pauses for a moment, and lets his eyes sweep over the class to see if the message sunk in. At the very least, it shut everyone up and got them to focus on him, captivated either by his voice or the sudden change of topic from physics to the philosophy of education. I'd be captivated by his voice. It's a sexy man. However, my classes, as you so aptly put, are a place for learning about physics. He points at me with the piece of chalk he's holding. So, no sleeping during class. Got it, Nakai? Yes, sir. From the corner of my eye, I catch Shizune's scowl and Mish's barely contained giggle. I sink deeper into my seat. Oh, damn it. I don't know what that was.